So today I just want to share with you some footage highlighting a home theater installation that we recently completed. So if you think it's something you're interested in seeing, then stick around. So this is an 83-inch LG TV that we hung about 2 weeks ago in what the homeowner is calling his media room. Now this room is only roughly 14 by 14. It's not very big, so just imagine the 83-inch TV in this room. What we're going to be doing today is installing a 5.1 surround system. So we're going to be installing the following equipment. We're going to be using the Klipsch R5502 in-wall speakers for the front, left, and right speakers and the rear surround. For the center speaker, we're going with an on-wall, not an in-wall, but an on-wall Klipsch R34C center speaker. And then the amplifier, the homeowner picked out the Denon AVR X2700H. And then over on the right, you can see the subwoofer that the homeowner had. He would like to reuse it, so we're going to reuse that for this installation. Okay, so in this scene, what we're doing is determining our front, left, and right speaker placement. You'll see we'll be doing a lot of measuring. We've already located the studs. You can see the studs are marked out with blue painter's tape. This way we're not doing any damage to the homeowner's walls. In addition to locating the studs and determining the speaker placement, we did take pictures in a previous installation when we did the network pre-wire of the house while it was under construction. We also pre-wired this room for the 5.1 surround. Well, the front speakers and the rear speakers. We did not do the actual center speaker because at that time the homeowner was undecisive about whether or not he wanted to go with an in-wall or an on-wall center speaker solution. So we left the wiring for the actual installation day, which you'll see later on in this video. Again, you can see we're checking things with the level. Now we have a second level, a little bullet level, just to make sure that the templates are straight so that when we do the cutout, we don't have any problems later on trying to install the speakers. And again, you could see we're just double checking our placement. We're double checking our measurements because it's always better to measure multiple times and cut once, especially in a homeowner's situation where we're going to be putting relatively large size holes into his walls. What I'm doing here now is now that we've got our placement and we've confirmed it, I'm just actually tracing out the templates, preparing for the actual cutouts. And you can see before tracing out this template, I'm checking the level with the bullet level one more time just to make sure. Okay, now that the speaker opening is cut out, Gary's reaching in to retrieve the cable that we ran during the construction phase of the home. Here he's cutting it to length, and then we're just going to go over stripping it and attaching it to the terminals on the back of the speaker. But before doing so, I want to do a dry fit just to make sure the opening is sized properly. Okay, so the testing of the opening was fine. Now we're just attaching the speaker cable to the terminals on the back of the speaker, and then we're going to put it into place and begin fastening it down by tightening the screws that grab the back of the sheetrock. You'll notice here as we start to tighten it down, we will check the level one more time before we tighten it down all the way. Once we get it fastened all the way, the next step is to attach the magnetic cover to the speaker. And that's what I really like about these speakers. The cover is magnetic and the tweeters are directional. So that is a really cool feature. And here I'm doing one final check just to make sure that the cover is properly attached. So for the right speaker, I opted to go with the multi-tool rather than go with the traditional drywall saw. Originally thinking I would be more accurate with the traditional tool. I like the speed of the multi-tool, so I went with that. And here you can see I am retrieving the speaker cable from inside the wall. Now we're moving on to the center speaker. I'm retrieving the front speakers and the rear speaker wires that we ran during the construction phase. The homeowner is stepping in. He's inspecting our work. While I'm retrieving the wires, you can see Gary removing the magnetic cover. He's going to adjust the directional tweeter. You may have also noticed I am planning out where I'm going to make my holes to run the center speaker wire. Okay, so I've sped up this segment, but what we're doing is determining the placement of the center speaker. The owner wants to put a credenza underneath so he can store his AV equipment. Here, Gary's measuring out the location for the on-wall speaker brackets. And now I'm just making my marks and drilling my holes for the actual fishing of the center speaker wire. In this segment, Gary's mounting the on-wall speaker brackets for the center speaker. And here, finally, you're getting a look at the completed front of the room. You can see how clean the in-wall speakers turned out and how nice the center speaker turned out. So at the bottom, from left to right, we have our banana binding post for the speaker cables. We have a quad box electrical outlet. And then we have a 3-port faceplate with an HDMI on the top running up to the eARC on the TV, and then 2 Cat6 network cables underneath. Okay, so now we're just looking at the back wall of the room. This is the area where the surround speakers are going to be installed. Here's a better front and center view of where the speakers are going to be placed. We've already found the studs. We've marked everything out. You can see the templates on the wall. In fact, we're not going to actually show this process because it's exactly the same process as we performed earlier for the front left and right speakers. And here's a pan around the room of the completed project. The homeowner still has to get his credenza for below the TV, but I think overall it came out really sharp and really clean. So once we finished the actual installation and got the room cleaned up, we did go ahead to configure the Denon AVR-X2700H receiver. Here you could see we're going through the speaker calibration using the microphone and the built-in sound tuning of the room. So I hope you enjoyed the footage of the 5.1 home theater installation. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Be sure to check out other videos that I list here up above. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share this video. And I want to thank you, as I do in every video, for using my Amazon affiliate links. I know they don't change your price, but they do help out the channel. Once again, my name is Tony with Quick Tech Solutions. As always, please stay safe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.